Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Steven, and today I'm going to be talking about the biggest questions I have after watching the first two episodes of WandaVision. Now, obviously, the two biggest questions I'm sure we all have going into this show is what exactly is going on, because there's some trippy stuff we know is going on, especially considering it's Wanda Maximoff. She's the Scarlet Witch. She has these powers of like altering reality and things like that. So, is she causing all of these events in this show herself, or is someone controlling her somehow? Like, these are just questions you get just from the trailers alone. Like, what exactly is going on? How is all this happening? And then I guess the second biggest question would be, how is Vision alive? Because the last time we saw him was in Avengers Infinity War when he was killed by Thanos for Thanos to get the Mind Stone. So how is he back alive? Like, did Wanda recreate him? Is he even really there? Like, things like that. So those are some of the big questions I think are going to carry over the next few episodes. But just from seeing these first two episodes that are available on Disney Plus already, I came up with about 5 questions that I hope get answered in the next few weeks, um, or the next few episodes before the end of the series, if we even get these answers at all. So the first one is, what exactly is Westview, and how did Wanda get there in the first? Wanda and Vision, I guess, get there in the first place, because the show takes place in this small suburban town that's called Westview, which we find out in episode 2, not so much episode 1, because they don't really like, we don't really see that or get told that they live in the, or we don't get the name of the town revealed in episode 1, but in episode 2 it tells us they live in this town called Westview. And I was wondering, it doesn't say where Westview is, what state it's in, or location, or anything like that. We know it is on Earth, obviously, because there's townsfolk living there, there's normal people and everything else. But that's all we know about Westview, really. There's like a lot of people there with regular jobs, and the whole show is in black and white, so it's kind of like old. They're all dressed like the people from the old sitcoms and things like that, like Bewitched and those kind of shows before TVs got color and things. So they live in that kind of town, and I guess off of that, my second question is, like, who are the other people in this town? Like, there's other people that meet Wanda and Vision and talk to them and communicate with them and everything else. Did those people already live in that town, and Wanda sort of came in and like took over the town sort of to make her own little reality bubble, I guess is what would technically be going on? Or were they just all of them created by Wanda to sort of fit this TV show that she's creating or something like that? Because they interact with several different people who seem, some of them are just like normal everyday people you just run into on the street, it seems like, and then there's other people that seem to have more significance and carry over in each episode. Like, their nosy neighbor Agnes is one. She was on both episodes. It looks like she's going to be a recurring character throughout the series. Or this character Dottie seems like she's got something going on. Some of them seem suspicious, and some of them are just normal people. So it's like, is everybody in this town have some sort of significance? Are they all secretly spies trying to get to Wanda to see what she's doing, why she's doing this? Like, are they all from the outside, kind of, or did she take over their minds, or anything like that? Like, that's one of the biggest questions I have after seeing this, because there's a lot of people that they've talked to and interacted with, and a lot of them seem like there's more to them that we don't know about yet that's going to find out in the next few episodes or toward the end of the series, because there are 9 episodes, I've heard, and this is only the first 2, so I'm sure there's going to be a lot more to come as we go through the next couple weeks. Now, the third question I had, who is watching Wanda? Because there is a scene at the end of episode 1 where it appears that somebody is watching Wanda on a screen and viewing this as like a TV show. Like, they can see it like the way we see it as a black and white TV show. and they're kind of seeing it as well. And you see the sword logo, which is basically the new shield, the Sentient World Observation and Response Division. So they are. It appears that somebody from Sword is watching Wanda somehow. Somehow they got cameras in there or something like that to see what exactly is going on. My question also is, how are they watching her? Because if there's not cameras, is she somehow broadcasting this to the outside world? Um, like through some kind of magic, or is the person watching her mad? Like I don't know how exactly they're watching her or who this person is, if he's actually a member of Sword, because we kind of just see the Sword logo. That doesn't necessarily mean it's somebody that works for them. That could be whoever is actually causing all this. Like that, there's a lot of questions just from these questions alone, but I didn't want to overwhelm the list too much. But um, basically, who is watching Wanda is a question I'm sure will be revealed in the next couple episodes. And even in season 2, there was a scene where somebody was trying to contact Wanda through one of the radios in the in her world. There's like an old radio there, and somebody was trying to contact her, asking her who is doing this to you, and Wanda, can you hear me? Who is doing this to you? So whoever that person is, are they the one that's watching Wanda as well? So it leaves a lot of mystery. That's what I kind of like about the show so far. Is like there's a lot of stuff going on that's. It seems like it could all be significant, and we're gonna find out more so in the future. These are questions I hope get answered in the next couple episodes. The fourth question I have after watching these first two episodes: what do the commercials mean? Because there are two basically in-world commercials that exist in one on this show that aren't actual commercials for us. I guess they seem like they're more commercials for to make Wanda's world seem like a TV show in her mind, however she created this. And these reference Stark Industries. There's like a toaster that was created by Stark Industries, and Strucker, like a watch called a Strucker, and it has the Hydra logo on it, which of course is the guy who I guess gave her and her brother their powers using the Mind Stone in Age of Ultron. Like that's what we see. He used Loki's scepter to give them their powers or do something or torture them or whatever they did, but they worked for Hydra. So I think these mean more than we are led to believe, and I think throughout the series there's going to be more commercials like this that are going to reference the outside world as well as while fitting into her world. I just think there's a lot more meaning to this. Like Stark Industries is something that's a big deal because that's basically Tony Stark created Ultron and therefore Vision, so that's where the significance of Stark Industries is. And then Strucker sort of created Wanda. So I think those two things play an important role in what Wanda's dealing with right now. Like those are important things that happened in her life, and the rest of the commercials we might end up seeing are going to play more of a role in that as well. It's going to reveal a lot more truth to what's actually going on, I feel like. And finally, who is the beekeeper? Now, at the end of the second episode, a man in like a beekeeper outfit climbs out of the sewers, which was really strange. And as soon as Wanda sees him, she shouts like no, and then rewinds everything to basically get rid of it. Like she rewinds back to the point before they heard some commotion outside and before they saw this man climb out of the sewers. Is this a member of Sword trying to break into her world to see what's going on? Or is this something more sinister, like somebody else, whoever's causing this, maybe, if it's not Wanda herself? I've heard rumors it's like Mephisto, which is like the devil in the Marvel Universe, trying to, I guess, cause all this to happen through Wanda so that he can kind of get into the world, I'm assuming. I don't know exactly what would be going on with that, but that leaves us wondering, like, because we don't see his face, but he does turn and look at Wanda, but it's just like this, it seems like it's a shadowy figure. So that leaves me wondering, who is this is this a person? Is this a thing? Is this just something created some kind of being created within Wanda's universe that she's created, like accidentally or something, and she wants to erase it, so she rewinds everything. It's like it. I hope that gets answered. I hope we see more of this beekeeper, if he's going to be like the sort of villain of this little TV series that Wanda's putting on for the outside world and stuff like that. Um, or if it's just simply a member of S.W.O.R.D. trying to get in there and she doesn't want them to ruin what she has. That's what I think the broader meaning of the show is that she's just happy with what she has. She created this fake life she has with Vision, and then people are trying to break in and take that from her or get her out of there, whatever. Whether she's being manipulated or you doing this herself, um, I'm sure that will be answered at a later time as well. So there you go, guys. That was like 5 of my biggest questions I had after seeing the first 2 episodes of WandaVision. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments section. I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions as well. I'd love to hear your questions after watching these episodes. And stay tuned every week after the next episode drops. I'm going to be putting more questions on here. If any of my questions get answered, I'll talk about that as well. And I look forward to the future of the series. I'm sure you guys do too. So thank you for watching, everybody, and take care.
Subscribe.